What's going on, guys? I'm back. Back with another video. And today, I just wanted to talk about like detaching from your phone, detaching from social media. See, I'm a person who's very, I would say I'm a person who goes against the grain. Like, I don't like being in situations where I feel like I'm being controlled or I'm being manipulated, or it's just not in my power. I like things to be in my control and in my power. And when I feel like I'm in a situation where it's not in my power or I'm not in control, I will totally like resist it. I will totally like rebuke it and go against it. Like, I just go against the grain. I'm always, I've always been that way. If people like, one of the main reasons why I have never owned an iPhone is because everybody else in their mama owns an iPhone. Like, I just want to stand out. Like, I just want to be different. I've always wanted to be different. And that may be my, I don't know, my creative side of where I want something that allows me to express myself only. And I don't want it to be in line with everybody else. And I don't know. It's hard to tell you. It's also like, it's also like I like to be able to express myself. And I know like iPhones over time have now allowed you to do a little bit more with the phone, but originally you couldn't do anything. Like, you couldn't change your background. You couldn't create the phone in your image, how you want it to look. When you go into a home, your home is an expression of you, is an extension of you. So you're going to paint it the colors you want to paint it. You're going to hang certain pictures where you want them. You're going to maybe have a bookshelf if you read books. It's going to be an expression of you. And iPhones originally didn't allow you to do that. Galaxy, Samsung devices, Android devices originally, well, they still do, but they were the ones that allowed you to express your creativity. Very much the same as MySpace and Facebook. MySpace, you could post huge pictures. MySpace taught you like beginner of computer science, of coding and things like that. Like, you could change your whole background a different color. You could add music to, to kind of convey how you were feeling that day. You can have your top friends list to show who's importance to you. So it was a lot more creative. And I appreciate when I come across technology that allows me to express my creative ability. But to make a long story short, I hate being controlled. And one of the biggest ways we're controlled today is through social media. And the fact that when I'm in social media, when I'm scrolling on Instagram, like within a blink of an eye, 30 minutes can pass by. And I'm looking at the clock like, where did the time go? And what have I done in these 30 minutes? Like, literally, I haven't done nothing. I looked at cat videos. I looked at cat videos with dogs. Then I looked at big cat videos, not little home domestic cats. I looked at lions, tigers. Like, don't be mad at me. I'm a cat lover. I love cats. Okay. I like dogs too, but I'm a cat guy. I'm a cat daddy. So it just frustrates me because I'm like, oh, they're cute. And then I keep scrolling, seeing more kittens, making me want kittens. What am I talking about, y'all? But I hate being controlled. And for some reason, social media finds that way to control you and to take like your time. And time is the most valuable resource we have on this planet because there's a finite amount of it. Like, there's only so much. and we know that eventually we're going to die. So time is of importance to us because we don't live forever. So we have to recognize time. We have to give time some level of importance because we know that we die. If we live forever, time wouldn't matter. To God, time doesn't matter. You know what I mean? He's everywhere at all times. He's omnipresent. So time isn't a thing to him, but time is a thing to us. And sometimes time has given me anxiety in the sense of I want to accomplish certain things by a certain age. And that's all relaying back to the idea that we're going to die at some point. So I need to get certain things done by a certain time frame, or I'm not successful, or, this, that, and that. So I'm very cognizant. I'm very aware of my time and how it's being used. And I don't think most people are, which is why I just can't download TikTok. I can't do it. I just can't do it because I feel like that's the worst of them all. Like that, I've seen that thing like really like take people on a scroll for hours where they're just scrolling, watching these videos for hours. And that's why I refuse to download it. But I do like Instagram and all that stuff because I kind of grew up with it. I would say TikTok, of course, came in my latter years of my life, so I could do without. But Instagram and stuff like that, I would say the best way to handle stuff like Instagram, Facebook, things like that, is you don't have to fully cut yourself off, but you got to find ways to detach. I call it a digital detox. So you got to find ways to just detach, for a short period of time. And then you can come and bring yourself back to it and enjoy it for what it is. But for me, when it comes to stuff like that, I'll go like weeks. I'll use it for a couple weeks, and then I'll go a few weeks where I don't use it, where I don't look at any messages. I don't look at any updates of people's pictures, stories, or nothing. I won't look at it. And it's kind of also to put my mind back on to focus of the things that are most important in my life, like content creating. So I know how ironic. I'm talking about social media where I'm sitting here making a YouTube video. I know. But it's different when you're a consumer of a product versus the person creating it. So I'm okay with creating content, creating stuff that is helping my future plans, but in the sense of consuming the content, I get no benefit from it unless I'm learning something educational. But most of us aren't. We're watching people dance. We're watching people eat. Like, come on. Come on. But you have to find ways to detach. It's just as simple as that. And it's almost like, you would say doing drugs. You wouldn't just go cold turkey. You kind of have to just slow down your usage of it till you get to a point where you're not as reliant upon it. So detaching every so often will also allow you to appreciate it much more. So if you're not using it and abusing it all the time, you'll appreciate it the time that you are using it, but you'll be okay with being able to let go because your body is now used to detaching for a few weeks. So I'll use it for a few weeks and then I'll detach from it for a few weeks. And I may just have to get back with people in messages and say, hey, I went through a little digital detox. My bad. I wasn't ignoring you or anything like that. But if it's, important people and they need to say something to you that's important, they have your number. Those people have your number. The important people in your life have your number. So, we have to find ways to detach. We can't allow ourselves to be controlled by social media because they're finding ways to keep you more, to keep your eyes more on those apps. Now they're doing advertisements. Now they have algorithms learning your behaviors. So now they're advertising things to you all the time. All the things you click on, there's a product out there that they're trying to pitch to you. So it does nothing but continuously keeps your eyes on your screen. And you're missing all the world that's around you. You're allowing time to go by where you're not being, productive with the little bit of time that we do have. So you just have to be aware, cognizant of how you're being manipulated and how you're being controlled, because it's going to get to a point where, you see Facebook working on the Oculus stuff. There's going to be some point in the future where we do nothing but sit in a chair and have these goggles on all day. That's going to be the world to us. Like, it's just weird because social media, the whole premise of social media is to make you more social, but it has really, from a physical world standpoint, made us more antisocial. It's just weird how that has worked. And I think later down the road, as time goes on, it's going to make us more antisocial, to where we're more confined in just a space in the reality of the world. But reality is actually going to be what we see through goggles or what we see through glasses. That's how we're going to be living our lives. You see it today, like with kids. Like, I grew up, man, we was out playing ball, going to different courts, going to different sides of the city and going to play basketball, or riding bikes. I used to have a crew when I was younger. We called ourselves the Mo Cali Riders. Mo Cali, I'm from Modesto, California, so Mo Cali Riders, it makes sense. But we used to have a crew. We was always out riding. Used to be like 8 or 9 people deep. Now I rarely see kids outside. I rarely see kids on bikes. I rarely see kids playing any type of sports outside. So it just tells you just have to see where the world is shifting, where things are shifting. And my mind is always in the future. So I can see things that are evolving, seeing things that are changing, and just being aware of that and not allowing yourself to get caught in that trap, or allowing yourself to be in a situation where you're manipulated or controlled. But I thank you guys for checking out this video. Just, quick video. I hope it reaches somebody, to just, take a few weeks out of a month to detach from social media. I promise you, it sounds hard. It sounds difficult, but the more you do it, the more you practice it, the more you play with it, the easier it'll get. I promise you. But I thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.